Every 15 minutes, a rape is reported in India, and that gives me a question a bit later on that. But what happened in Kolkata made me cry. I don't usually react as emotionally as I reacted for this one, but this one was just different. The sad part about it, though, is that 2 weeks or 1 month from now, we'll just go back to falling onto trend of what's trending, then what's the new shiny thing, and then this will just be just another rape case for us, and that is because of helplessness from our end. Yes, a social media share perhaps, sure, but what else can we do? Do we have the authority to punish these criminals? Do we have the power to make stricter laws? Neither. So, what can we do? Nothing, and just get on with our lives, right? But what if we could bring about a change? What if we could do our bit that goes beyond just a social media share? We may not be part of the system that takes these big decisions, but we are definitely part of the system nonetheless. And we have a very important weapon with us, our voices and the social media platforms. See, in 2012, social media was not that prevalent, but now social media has the power to move freaking mountains. And we have a chance to do something extraordinary. I'll tell you what. But right now, I'm about to share three controversial opinions. Just bear with me. Number one, stop using phrases like rape culture. Rape is a crime. Rape is a crime. Abuse is a crime. Murder is a crime. By calling it a culture, you're generalizing and normalizing it into our lives. And because of that, we're all taking it for granted like just another rape case. No, just another rape has happened in the country. Okay, so what? It happens every day? No. Don't make it a culture. Rape is a crime, not a culture. End of it. Number two, a common thread in most of the recent crimes against women I've noticed, at least in recent history, is that the crime doesn't come from some random stranger. Mostly it comes from someone who they trust, who they know, and who they feel safe. So, to all the men watching this, look around you, look at the women around you. Ask yourself, what is the one thing I can do or change about myself that can make the woman feel safer? Additionally, if you are someone who struggle to manage their emotions and you feel you could be a potential threat to the people around you, especially women, and I don't mean this to be condescending, whatever I'm going to say next, please seek help. Seeking help doesn't make you weak. Seeking help makes you accountable. Seek help, reform, change, educate yourself, and educate others so that at least the world around you, that little bubble around you, is a safe place for women to live in. Third, this is the most controversial of them all. Please stop building narratives around the persona of the victim. All I see is that a doctor was brutally murdered and raped. Know more about the details of the horrifying rape and murder of a doctor. Doctor. Everywhere I see a doctor. And I don't have a problem with that. But there, it can cause a negative effect. I'll tell you why. To all the people protesting and voicing their opinions and supporting, I have a question. How many of you would come forward and do the same thing if it was a random girl in a random village whose name you didn't even know existed on the map? Not many. Even if the brutality was 10x, not many. This is what most of you don't know about. Monday morning, the body of a 14-year-old kid, ninth class kid, was found in a pond in a village town called Muzaffarpur in Bihar. Go read about it. You'll hardly find any major publications covering this. And if you see the brutality to which the perpetrators of this went for, the lengths that they went to, this crime will make you nauseous. It made me nauseous. It'll make you too. But no one is protesting for her justice. No one is coming in support of her. Why? Because we are inadvertently sensationalizing not just the crime or the brutality, but also who the person is and what they do. Please remember that before a doctor, she is a fellow human being. By building narratives around the doctor, indirectly we are demeaning other crimes against women which are not as sensationalized as this and others. All this involuntarily conveys that we only wake up and start to seek justice and voice our opinions only if the crime is against a particular type of persona or a profession, etc. See, taking nothing away from the brutality of the crime, I urge for people to see the victim as a human first. A man who touches you without your consent is just as dangerous as the man who did this to that poor little girl in Bihar, to the man who did this to the doctor, that fellow human in Kolkata. So seek justice not just against the perpetrators of this crime, seek justice for a safer future. Because what you have done, the medicos, knowingly or unknowingly, you have started a movement across the country. And as I said in the beginning, 2 weeks down the line, people might forget uh, that this thing existed. This has just been another rape case, and we don't want that. The movement should continue not just for the criminals to be punished, but also in the hope for a better future for the women in our country. See, Black Lives Matter, Me Too movement, all of them just started with one person. And this movement, I believe wholeheartedly, it can be a trigger for better living conditions for the women in our country. So 15 minutes once we get a rape report, I have a question. How long will we continue to protect women from men? And when will we start preventing men from preying on women? When will we empower women to feel safe even if a man is not there to protect them? When will men be educated about consent, what's right, what's wrong, awareness, and all that thing? And when will we instill a fear in the mind of any man who even thinks of breaking the law and committing any crime against women? Protection or prevention? See, the dignity of a nation is the dignity it gives its women. So, protect or prevent. Protection and prevention both are important, but right now, what we need is prevention. And this movement can do it. You may see it as a protest, but I'm seeing it as a movement. I just want to say this to the government and the people: inquire any crime in the future. Good politics start with the right action, and we hope that the right action you take today will set up a better tomorrow for the women in our country. Let this movement be the change we wish to see for a very long time. Let's keep pushing.